Welcome to my YouTube channel, everyone. My name is Osher, and I'll be your guide for Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna start this channel with 10 essential tips every players that gonna play this game need, in my opinion. By the way, if you wanna catch me live, enjoy Twitch drops. I'm gonna start live streaming the second Marvel Rival drop in a few hours tonight. Plus, I'm gonna be streaming here on YouTube and giving you content regularly. I'm gonna have so many series coming up about the new heroes, about the old heroes, Marvel related, Marvel Rivals related. So don't feel bad to dropping a subscriber on the YouTube or follow on the Twitch. And let's get to the point. 10 tips how to get better in Marvel Rivals. Starting with tip number 1, guys. Warm up. Get yourself ready into the game, get your sensitivity ready, get your DPI ready. It's a new game, it's a third-person shooter. People like me coming from Overwatch, it's a whole new thing. It will take you few matches to get yourself more comfortable with the way you aim, with the way you move. So warm up, don't jump immediately into competitive. Take the time. In my case, for example, I put my sensitivity higher than Overwatch to compensate on the change from a first person to a third person. I will recommend some people do the same, but warm up, find where you are most comfortable at, and then start your competitive grind. Second tip, guys, it's team ups. Team ups are great. They are a very, very powerful tool, but they are not necessary. Every hero has a team up. Some of you are the anchors, some of you are the beneficial of the team ups. I will explain that in a deep dive video of every hero that will come near in the future, starting next week. But team ups are not necessary for you to succeed. There's some very strong team ups. For example, Magneto plus Wanda in the closed beta was the strongest team up ability in the entire game. I know it got nerfed, but it's still a very good and a strong team up. Team ups are amazing and fun and makes a lot more option for your character, for your hero. But it's better for you to play what hero you are the best with and not rely on the team ups. If you have them, great. But again, they are not necessary, and don't force people to play something they are not comfortable, including yourself, because of the team up. It's not worth it. Tip number 3, guys, is to know every hero's strength, weaknesses. Know them in a basic level, not to master them. We'll touch that later. That's mean, for example, I'm playing a lot of Iron Man and I'm a flying character. If I look at my support and I see I have a Rocket Raccoon and a Luna Snow, I know they will have a hard time healing me. Rocket Raccoon healing by throwing projectile, and Luna Snow need to hit scan shots to heal you. On the other hand, if I have a Mantis and the new addition Cloak and Dagger in my team, I know they will have an easier time healing me, so I will adjust my gameplay and how aggressive or not aggressive I am, depend on that. On the opposite side, if the enemy team has a Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is kind of the flying counter, and he comes to me and I see him coming to me, I will dive down. I will not stay vulnerable in the sky. I will dive down. I'll be next to my support. They can stun him. They can help me survive this matchup. And that's how I will deal with that. And that's the knowledge I have on both of the characters, the support in my team and the enemies against me. So use that knowledge, learn those characters, and get yourself in the most comfortable spots you can to succeed. For tip number 4, guys, it's master one of each. That's mean get one Vanguard, one Duelist, and one Strategist to the point you know what their abilities can do all the time. You know how to play them, not to the fullest potential, but you can play them and get value and give value to your team. And it's not easy task. Most of us probably gonna play Duelist, that's why there's so many of them, but at least know for yourself that if you know another strategist like Adam Warlock or Rocket Raccoon or Luna Snow, it can be very beneficial to your team. Same as go for tanks. I will recommend on Magneto or Doctor Strange or Groot. Great tanks can give value in most of matches. And why I'm saying that is because there is no role queue and there is not gonna be any role queue anytime soon. That's mean when you go into the match, there's 5 other people. They can choose whatever they want. There's gonna be matches that you're gonna see 5 Instalog duelist. It's gonna happen. What are you gonna do? Play your best, try to win, don't flame. That's the game. There are definitely more people gonna play duelist than any other roles, and we're gonna get and touch it on the next tip. But what I'm telling you is to do your best to master at least one of each before you jump to the competitive scene. That's what I did. That's what helped me climb to the top 500 leaderboard in the closed beta, and that's what I'm telling you guys. Tip number 5, guys, is 222 is nice, but it's not necessary. And I'll explain, because people that are new to the game don't understand what 222 means. 222 means 2 strategists, 2 vanguards, 2 duelists, 2 of each role. It's good composition nonetheless, won many games in the closed beta, but it's not must. Like I said in the last tip, there is no role queue, so people can choose 5 vanguard, it will be fine. They can choose 6 duelists and they can go and try to win. At the end, you need to play the best you can with the character you are the best with, and then you'll succeed. Even if it's mean that you play 2 strategists, 1 vanguard, 3 duelists, or 3 strategists, 3 vanguards, doesn't matter. Play the best you can and you will win. Like I said, 222 is great comp, don't understand me wrong. 2 tanks, 2 DPS, 2 strategists. It's one of the best comps, I think, from the closed beta, but it's not a must and it's not necessary to succeed. Tip number 6, guys, it's be willing to switch. If you see your team is lacking in any other role, switch to it, help your team. Even if you have ult, sometimes the best decision you can do is to switch. I'll deep dive into ults economy and all the stuff when I do mastery heroes and mastery stuff. Right now I'm talking to you about essential knowledge. Be willing to switch. If you see your team is lacking in space, switch to Vanguard. If you see team is lacking in damage, switch to Duelist. If you see your team lacking in kind of CC control and healing, switch to Strategist. You will learn that while you play more game, but be willing to switch. Being fixated on I'm only gonna play Duelist and I'm gonna do the most damage I can will take you so far, but if you will be willing to switch, you will improve your skill and win more matches, in my opinion. So guys, be willing to switch, be willing to be a good teammate, and that's tip number 6 for you. Tip number 7, guys, it's objective. At the end of the game decided by the objective. You win or lose if you capture or don't capture the objective. So that's supposed to be your main focus. Not how many kills you have, how many healing you have, how many, damage you absorb. You need to play around the objective and fixate on it only. You have 3 kind of objectives right now in Marvel Rivals. You have control, you have capture, and you have payload. I will deep dive in each and one of them in a different video. But right now, just for you to know, control is the middle point that both teams need to capture and get to 100%. The second you get 100%, you get the point. Usually it's 2 out of 3. Capture, 1 team defending, 1 team attacking. The attacking team need to capture the point. And payload. Payload is the most different from Overwatch, because here the payload is a capture point by itself. Team need to capture it and then it's moved to in their direction. That's mean if I am the attacking team and I capture the payload, it will move towards the end of the objective by itself. It will move slow, but it will move by itself. That let me take my team, go fight the enemy team, kill them, and come back to the payload and keep moving it faster, because the more people next to the payload, the faster it moves. So at the end of the game, objective is the priority more than anything else. Play the objective, win the game, don't C9. That's what matter. Not the kills, not the healing, not any of other stats. Objective, objective, objective. Tip number 8, guys, is map knowledge. You have to know the map. The maps here are dynamic, they are changing, they will take time to learn, they will take time to master. As any role, what I will recommend first is go to every map and look next to the objectives, where are the health packs? Because there is no passive healing, there is no healing over time. If I'm playing a DPS and I'm flanking and I'm fighting and I killed one, I'm usually injured after the fight, I can go and run to my support and try to get as healing from them, or I can look around and find the closest health pack. Sometimes that's the matter of life and death. If I know that I'm playing next to a health pack, I know I can be a bit more risky and then go and grab it. Same goes for Vanguard, same goes for supports. You don't want to waste your cooldowns, you don't want to waste your abilities if you can just grab a health pack. So knowing the map will take time, because the maps here are dynamics. There is like Hydra map, that's a control map that the second you capture the point, the entire map change. I will show you a funny clip from Flat's dev stream right here. Poor Thor, the guy got squished, they captured the map and the walls start closing on him. Type F in the comments to pay respect. But yeah, guys, you need to understand those dynamic maps. I'll show you more examples in the background. You can see the map changing. Learn the map, learn where the health packs are. Will help you get better. Now for tip number 9 and tip number 10, I think they are both equally the most important tips I can give every player, even if it's a new or an old player. And I'm gonna start with tip number 9. Tip number 9 is communication. Communication is the key to succeed in every team shooter, team-based game. What you see if you're playing a duelist, your tanks, your vanguards cannot see. What your strategists see, you cannot see. The best way to give this information to each other is by communicating. So tell them what you see, tell them your cooldowns, give them the necessary information for the team to succeed. Don't overshare. No one cares what you ate this morning. No one cares when you're going to sleep. Give the normal and the necessary amount of communication you can that can help and give your team the most chances of winning. Don't be flame. Don't curse. Don't be mad. Don't yell. Those are people on the other side. They came here to have a great time. It's a video game, but you can give information, you can take information, and I can tell you from personal experience, the best games, you sometimes even lose, but you had so much fun and laughter talking to those people, talking to your teammate, cracking jokes and making the best time in this kind of video games is by communication. And I can tell you, I met many good friends and my future wife through communicating in game. So communicate, guys, and be willing to just take it as a chill and have a great time. That's all. Communicate and don't flame. And now for the final tip I can give you guys. I think it's one of the hardest tip to master. I still didn't master it through these days, and I'm playing video games since 6 years old. I'm 27 now. It's to keep yourself in a good mood. Keep yourself in a good and calm mood. It's harder than it sounds. What do I mean by that? When I say keep yourself in a good mood, keep yourself in a good motivation, is we all experience a devastating loss, and if you didn't, you will. And when you experience a devastating loss in a video games and you have a bad streak, for example, it's really hard to go to the next game like nothing happened. But going to the next game like nothing happened and treating every game like it's your first game and you are fully motivated to win is the best thing you can do for yourself and your team. And that's the hardest thing to do. I can tell you many times that after one lose, I already will lose my mind some days. But sometimes you need to take a break. Take a break. You experience a 4-loss streak. It will happen to everyone. Take a break. Come back to the game in an hour. After you eat, after you drink, after you showered, take a break. Come back to the game fresh. Come back to the game with fully motivated to win. Don't force yourself to play if you're not in a good mood. And again, it's the tip that is hardest to master. That's all, guys. That's the 10 tips I can give you today. I'll see you all in a few hours in the Marvel Rival launch. I'm gonna try all the new characters. You are more than welcome to hop on my stream on Twitch and enjoy the Twitch drops, or stay here on YouTube and watch through YouTube live stream. If you have any questions about any of the subject I brought in this video, you can more than welcome to ask me, or anything about Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, stuff like this, you can more than welcome to ask me. And I'm gonna finish the video with the words of a great man, Stan Lee. Everyone have a great time and Excelsior. See you on Rivals.